It's wonderful. So, Toe Jam and Earl. I'm sorry I forgot about Toe Jam and Earl. I'm sorry, Greg. Sorry. Hear me wrong. I mean, Castlevania honestly has a sweet spot in my heart.
All right, so up next is Apricot.
It has peaches in it, right? All right, fine. I taste the apricot right away.
Do you have any tips for people who want to approach celebrities out in public? Like, I feel like no one has more experience with the good, bad, and in between of that than you.
Don't follow me to the bathroom. Don't do that. Because I know they're like, oh, I have you alone. And it's like, yeah. And also I got my dick in my hand. Like, just like, don't do that. Like, you know what I mean? That just seems like etiquette. You know what I mean? It's like, why do I have to teach you that? Here's the thing is that, you kind of brought it up. It's like, I've been famous like virtually my entire life. I take my kids to school and the other kids go,
follow me for more.
I'm not a huge fan of. I'm waiting for it to develop. Oh, yeah.
So when we had Kieran on the show, he gave us his definitive Mount Rushmore of classic retro video games, which included Castlevania, Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out.
He put Simon's Quest on there? God bless him.
What are your top 4, like definitively your top 4 retro games?
Let's see. I'm a big Mass Effect 2 guy. Like that was kind of a. I thought that franchise was wonderful, but also it peaked at 2. They were like, oh no, don't worry, it's going to be this amazing ending, and it's like, oh, you mean red, blue, or green? Yeah, okay, great. Like it's wonderful. They're all the same endings, just different colors. Next, The Old Republic, the first one. I know people like the second one; they feel like it's an unfinished classic. The first one is like kind of it was just that was a wonderful one. I mean, look, it's my gateway drug. It's Super Mario Brothers. I can't wait to show my kids that because they're gonna go,
follow me for more.
It's like, oh yeah, punch you in the face. Like that actually it doesn't taste good.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? For First We Feast, I'm Sean Evans, and you're watching Hot Ones. It's the show with hot questions and even hotter wings. And today we're joined by Macaulay Culkin. He's an actor, musician, and cultural icon who over the course of his nearly 4-decade-long career has done everything from decade-defining comedies to timeless dramas, experimental humor, and avant-garde performance art. But today he closes out another season of Hot Ones with us. Macaulay Culkin, welcome to the show.
Oh, I couldn't have said it better myself. Like, wow, geez. Okay. That's a very apt description, I guess. Yeah. But yes, thank you for having me. I've been wanting to do this for a while.
What's going through your head as you stare down these wings in front of you? Or are you a spicy food fan by nature?
Yes. I used to challenge my friends to kind of just like, I put my rubber gloves on and just, cut up the Reaper and go, here's a thin slice of it. And
that's all you need.
Next thing you know, they're in the bathroom, like just vomiting and stuff, yeah. So I don't know how I'm going to do on this because it's been a minute.
Follow me for more.
And on that note, look at you, Macaulay Culkin, taking on the wings of death, living to tell the tale. No, there's nothing left to do but roll out the red carpet for you. This camera, this camera, this camera, let the people know what you have going on in your life.
Oh, let's see. Fallout Season 2. I'm very excited. Brennan and I are actually doing, we're going to be in Zootopia 2. We just wrapped up that yesterday, actually. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So got a couple things coming out at the end of the year. So yeah, come check it out. Yeah. Good times abound, man.
That's pretty sick. Okay.
Oh, I know. Prom pose. Okay.
Yes.
Because you're a stranger.
Hey, what's going on?
Follow me for more.
Hey, I'm Larry, stunt guy. And he kind of like looks at me and goes, how old do you think I am? And I go, oh, that's a loaded question. I know he's much older than me because I was 9. So I was loaded. I go, 13? Much older than me. And he goes, he thought that was funny. So, so he, I remember my favorite, like my memory of Larry, he's climbing the shelf. He's climbing the shelf, trying to reach that thing on the top, and the whole shelf collapsed. It was vicious, that first take. It was vicious. And then they do it again. And there's another take. And just boom, and they didn't like the way everything felt. And they do it again. And they do it again. and they do it again. And I'm going, please take it easy on Larry. He's only 13 years old. So, yeah.
Is it true that you improvised the line, "You guys give up? Are you thirsty for more"?
No, not that one. No, that was in the script. What was one of the ones that was improv? When I was at the grocery store.
Follow me for more.
So in 2003, you made a return to Hollywood with the film Party Monster, which at the time broke like a 10-year-long streak of you taking a break, a hiatus from making TV shows and films. Is there a script or role that was offered to you during that break that maybe you most regret not pursuing?
Well, you have to understand, at least then, I was retired for at least a big chunk of that, for at least like 6 or 7 years of that. Like just went to high school, I got married way too young, things like that, and I was actually pretty good at like reading. I was kind of voraciously reading through the scripts, but there was a couple that slipped through, and I remember about 2 years later, kind of clearing out the house, throwing out the old scripts, and I saw, the one that I didn't read was Rushmore. And I was like, oh, dang. Like, I probably could have done that one. Although, I mean, I can't imagine anyone but Schwartzman doing that part, but at the same time, I'm like, oh, man, like, that would have been a ball on a biscuit, that one,
All right, Mac.
There's the one. Honestly, the worst thing is that I have a little bit of a leaky nose, but I can handle this.
Follow me for more.
Oh, I can take... Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Look, Brenda. Here's some ass sauce.
If you could bring any 90s snack back from the dead, what would it be, and why is it the Hostess Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cake?
Honestly, I mean, this doesn't fall into the category of snack, but Ecto Cooler. For some reason, that popped in my head randomly. I think I was staring at my kids in the backyard, and I went, they could really use an Ecto Cooler right now. Like, what am I talking about? I just remember it had Slimer on it, and thought it was cool. I couldn't afford it. I just got the milk from the cafeteria.
Well, I'll tell you what, I could use an Ecto Cooler right now.
Yes. You know? I can tell, yeah. Honestly, even I'm getting a little tear. I'm getting involuntary.
Even
tear.
you.
Yeah.
Even you.
Yeah.
We're even starting to break Mac just a little bit.
Follow me for more.
No, it's the spices in the front, not the back. It's the tip of my tongue, not my throat.
It's forward facing.
Yeah.
So whether it's the role of Kelvin in The Righteous Gemstones or the work that you've done with Robot Chicken, you've really leaned into dark comedy and satire in recent years. Is there anything unique about Danny McBride's writing or directorial style? Like, how is he different from showrunners that you worked with in the past?
I remember because he had the cans on, the headset on, and so he can hear kind of just like even in between takes as we were talking. And I'm sitting next to the kid who plays my son, and I said, "Hey kid, like how old are you?" And he goes, I'm 7. I go, well, when I was your age, I was 8. And I was like, and that broke McBride. I was like, all right, cool, I got him to break. So, it shows like you almost want to say gone too soon, but it's also kind of just like no, I think it was buttoned up quite right, Yeah,
it was one of my favorite shows. Actually.
No, it's because I'm working with Goggins.
Follow me for more.
Can't see a thing without his glasses. Like yep. But no. I'm trying to think of how many movies I died in. I died in Good Son.
Which didn't even crack the top 10, by the way. All right, one more for you. What makes Home Alone 2 better than Home Alone?
I got paid more. I think I own 5% of the net, and I also 15% of the merchandising. So if you buy a Talk Boy, I'm like, yeah, I'll take 15% of that. Thank you very much. By the way, buy a Talk Boy this Christmas.
Follow me for more.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not intending to raise a nepo baby, no matter how much they're going to be like that. The bomb diggity. Oh, I see that. That's like abrasive. It's
violent.
It's like designed for the show, which like it's not for the flavor. It's for like
not for any other
reason.
It's
like punch you in the face. Like that actually it doesn't taste good. It doesn't taste good. Like I said, this is a novelty. This is a
It's a prank.
Part. Yeah. This feels like a prank thing.
And I think that you accurately pegged it. It's like it doesn't exist for any other reason except for this moment in this show.
It's a gag gift. It's a gag thing.
Well, you know what?
Literally, I'm kind of gagging a little bit, but
you can take it with you. All right.
Oh, cool.
Follow me for more.
Are you ready to move on here to the ninth sauce?
The Sucker Punch. That was certainly a movie. Okay, I actually never saw it. Whoop. Yeah, this one's also, it's abrasive up front. Mm-hmm. I'll talk to you once it kind of settles in.
But you know what? I'm having a hard time in my mind being like, oh, well, who handled this better, Mac or Kieran? You know what I mean? You guys have almost like a same disposition here and a same enthusiasm for talking about retro video
clearly
games,
it's me, right?
Of course.
I'm standing
well,
right
you're in front of me. You're in front of me.
I can hear you, you know? Like I said, I would give that for somebody who likes hot sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, like I'll take this home and don't worry, I'm going to take this home after the show and I'm going to re-gift it. Who's my lucky friend?
You know, I'm right here and I can hear you, by the way.
Yeah, I'm going to steal your sauces.
Follow me for more.
It's like, where are your parents? This and that. Like, there's a lot of that. And it's like, why won't you tell me? It's like, because you're a stranger. Like, yeah, that one was mine. So I did a lot of that kind of stuff. And it's like, oh, again, if you let me off the leash, yeah, sure. You know, I like to dork around. Like, yeah, but yeah. You know, I did what I was told. Like a good little boy.
One more for you. Is it true that Joe Pesci deliberately kept his distance from you because he wanted you to think that he was mean?
That's what I heard. But, you know, I can see why he was kind of like, oh, I want to scare the kid. I want to be scary. Just remember kind of sitting there, he goes, how you doing, kid? I go, you know what? I'm actually tired. I haven't been home in like 4 or 5 months. He goes, I've been home in 3 years. I was like, oh, I didn't really realize this was a dick measuring contest. but yeah, I guess you beat the 10-year-old, Joe Pesci. Sweet Scotch bonnet. Okay, Scotch bonnet. Again, it has that kind of bell pepper forward thing.
Follow me for more.
I think it's a little better. Yeah, it has that sriracha and kind of feel.
Reflecting back in your time performing with a band called the Pizza Underground, I imagine when you're doing that kind of performance art that it can be kind of hit or miss with the audience. Like, is there a show that stands out as like the most hostile crowd that you ever performed pizza songs for?
Well, what we do is, it was a part of the thing, is that we would do like a local publicity thing for pizza, like a local pizza joint. So like they would provide us with pizzas, and then we would we wouldn't like necessarily plug them, but we would also, what we'd like to do was pass out pizzas to the audience, something like that. So we were passing out like pizzas to the audience, and some schmuck in like the 3rd or 4th row or whatever tried to peg me with it and hit our drummer. And by the way, our drummer, she played a piece of bucks on a stick. Like that's the Ricky Dick production that you're talking about.
Grinding the joke.
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. It was a very kind of anti-folk kind of game. Nailed her just right in the crotch. Just, and I was like, oh, that was meant for me, wasn't it? You know, I was like, you know what, guys, give back the pizzas. Give back the free pizzas. Look, you know? And so, yeah. So I think that was the most belligerent one.
Follow me for more.
I think I remember from, at least from the States, you know, yeah. Little Serrano, little mango. My kids love mango. Oh, that's nice and gentle. It comes at the end, and kind of more the back of the throat one as opposed to just winging it.
I feel like this is the first kind of step up that we take. You know, it kind of has like aromatic, almost IPA notes to it.
I don't taste the mango.
No one does. Very Serrano forward sauce.
Yes, very Serrano forward.
So wrestling has been a constant in your life for many, many years, since you saw the Ultimate Warrior run into the ring at SummerSlam 1988 and persist to this day. I've heard you even talk about like wanting to write for WWE. What would be your dream matchup? Like, if budget, you had no constraints, you can use wrestlers past or present. Like, can you paint the picture for us?
Oh, gee whiz. I mean, like, you know, I mean, there's a bunch.
Follow me for more.
So it's rare for you to sit down and do interviews. We're thrilled to have you in here today. But just out of curiosity, what is it that made Hot Ones a yes for you, besides, of course, the free meal?
Honestly, it seems really, really goofy, and I'm a big fan of Goof. So yeah, I was like, yeah, let's. I'm down to clown around. Is really what it is. Like, yeah,
that's the wavelength that I like.
Yeah. So yeah, no, honestly, it was kind of just like, yeah. I was like, I wanted to test my metal. I think that's a big thing too. It's kind of like, oh, well, let me see how I can do on this show.
Out of curiosity, did you reach out to Kieran for any tips? Because he really bodied the Wings of Death, I recall, even though he walked into the studio and described the whole experience as super scary.
No, I did not. Is like I said, I kind of wanted to fly in a little bit blind. You know, but yeah, no, I'm actually proud to hear that he took it all the way to the end.
He set a high bar.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm just generally proud of him because between me and him, we have exactly 1 Oscar, so it's great. Just winging it. All right, cool.
Follow me for more.
Yeah. So, like, you know, if I was booking a card, like, you know, like, yeah, I think I'd have a lot of fun. Like a fantasy card for sure. Like, yeah. You know, I have a little German in me. I love a good kraut.
We'll see if it holds up.
Yeah. That's one of my favorites so far. Yeah, it's lovely.
So I can sometimes be a bit squeamish asking Elijah Wood about Lord of the Rings or Daniel Radcliffe about Harry Potter, but if you'll humor me, I do want to fact check some of the lore surrounding Home Alone because the mythology is kind of amazing. Is it true that the picture of Buzz's girlfriend is actually a boy in makeup? Because director Chris Columbus thought it'd be too cruel to like rip on a little girl that way.
As far as I know, yes. I mean, you have to ask Chris, but like that's what I was told. But yes, no, apparently, like, yes, that was the gag. And also because I was 9 years old, they pretty much glued all the rest of those pages together.
That's what I was gonna say, like the Playboy, right? It was glued together so you wouldn't see any
Like,
boobs when you're thumbing through it.
We don't want to expose the kid.
Follow me for more.